Hello, the McInternets.
Hey everyone!
So we are going to brutalize this fan fiction. I'm not actually tired. It's just been cloudy and I've been staring at a screen typing up fanfics all day, so drinking a massive amount of copium. Actually, Lydia likes my fanfics, so, you know. But there are times when I'm like, okay.
I am hungry and snackless.
Let's see.
Also cooking a lot.
Alright, thank you, hon.
Are we good?
Yeah.
I think I heard him say he's going to start cooking, so.
Yeah, he did.
Awesome. Oh, she knew. Wait, you know I have feelings for your brother and you're still willing to keep going out with me? Yes? That's not weird to you at all? He was cautiously optimistic.
Really? I
know I keep asking you if you're ready, and I get impatient about it, and then I fucking can't find my external keyboard. If I edit the subtitles for this, I will edit those specific subtitles to keyboard noises.
Let's see. Yeah, if it were me, I wouldn't be waiting for her to break it off. I would just be leaving.
She gave him a playful look when he tried to speak of his feelings for Trent, and she chuckled softly.
That is not,
That is 3, Bex Girl animations in a row.
And none of them fit the situation. Okay? I wouldn't be mad if it wasn't that they don't fit the situation.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily mad about it. I was just like, oh, that sentence could probably be, you know, pared down.
No, it's like, hey, aren't you weirded out that that's, you know, what Nathaniel said? And she's basically like, tee-hee, you're so silly to think I'd be bothered by that, right?
So, I have not had my allotted.
Oh, that reminds me, there's in a Let's Play I'm watching, the guy got his character's hands on a magical flask that when you activate it, fills with infinite whiskey.
I'm not sure if I could handle whiskey while sporking, but I got some red wine. I got actually a Jam Jar Shiraz, Apothic Red, this is Apothic Red. It's not as sweet, but it's pretty smooth. And then the third one, I believe, is the Crucible, and that's still in the mini fridge. I do genuinely drink it for the taste, but I need the feeling that I am performing some sort of vice to go along with this. Like, the alcohol content is not enough to mess me up, so yay. Which is why I'm not using whiskey or amaretto. I was there that night, Nate. Your date, silly. I saw you two as I left. Again, not blind, she said gently, but in a way that it sounded funny, like she was trying to joke to break.
Why? I don't understand her emotional response in the slightest. Like, this just, it doesn't make sense. It's... Okay, this is why I said that she feels generic, because it seems like the only things she does are the generic Bex girl actions, instead of having a personality like a human being. And I don't like how harsh that sentence just was.
It's okay. I'm gonna make it 100 times worse. Dun, 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 dun. And the thing is, though, while it does sound harsh, it's also factually correct, which is why I'm transcribing it as written and not going like,
Okay, but I do want to make it clear for the record that I don't actually like being mean on the internet.
Okay, I will note that. Just let me find my graphic first, please.
Okay.
I'm not going to use you stupid little garbage person. That would be worse. I don't actually think that way either. I'm going to go, because Kat was originally my OC, and I just kind of lent her to Bex so that it wouldn't be like, oh, I'm just typing all this interaction that you don't have a part of. So I lent her to her, but then I told her what the personality is supposed to be like. And am I sure I didn't put this in the Edens? I feel like I've scrolled past it. 1,000 clicking noises. Million clicking noises. Okay. Dun 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 dun. I think it was back in the Edens, because this was a comment that I made about I think a canon. Or both canons, probably with how that one is written. Nope. Nope. Almost, but nope. I'm looking for the Binding of Isaac. Yep, there it is. Let's see.
I feel bad being this harsh, but like, I genuinely feel like Bex wasn't really trying here, and I. Yeah. Yeah. There is a lot of me trying to dial things back that you just don't transcribe.
Hold on a sec. Copy image? No, copy image. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Save as is not respond. Google Chrome is not. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, good. Google Chrome is not responding. Also, there are some things that we have edited or we have sporked where the author has explicitly told us to be as harsh as possible.
Yeah.
Like when we did Worm Moon, I'm pretty sure Samantha said just go wild, but we ended up not having any problems with Worm Moon whatsoever.
I actually don't remember Worm Moon.
Oh yeah, it's a creepypasta she wrote. It was really good.
Yeah, I don't remember it, but I assume it was nice.
Yeah. All right. It's a little weird, but that's okay. I do like that she's. Hold on. Let me type this out.
at least she's willing to admit that it's not normal.
Yeah.
Or that other thing you almost typed.
What's the other thing I almost typed?
You also, it looks like you were starting to type the word moral. But,
Where?
When you typoed trying to type normal.
Normal? Oh no, I almost typed mornal.
Oh, okay.
Mornal.
Epiphany approves.
Yeah, I epiphanied it by mistake. I've been typing all day, and my fingers are like, why are you making us do effort? I'm sorry, I don't remember that part of the night. All I know is what I've been told, he said. That would be a great opportunity for someone to sabotage him, and I missed it. Kat wasn't sure she should broach such a subject, but she was already balls deep, as the expression goes, so why not? She looked up at him, emerald eyes falling into blue.
What does that mean?
It means their eyes met.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like her eyes like changing color due to some outside factor, like the lighting.
No, her eyes change color, and we actually do this quite a lot, both of us. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm only correcting the fragment here.
Okay, I only asked because I was genuinely confused.
Okay. I really like you and thought you were adorable that first night. No, you didn't. I remember that too, and no, you didn't. Not cloudn't, but didn't. Okay. Little on the arrogant side at first till you relax, but an alright egg. I missed the egg boy. That's not a snark. The egg boys are just that adorable.
Yes. Plot twist. Nathaniel's a trans woman? Sorry.
What?
Okay.
Oh. No, that's the character who has things in common with Nathaniel. I think I might change that to Bean.
All right.
For slang reasons. Like I don't have a problem with it, but you know, to avoid confusion with the community. Especially since I will be very much confusing the community later. She giggled and smiled, steadying Apollo, who tossed his head as if agreeing. Poor Samantha. He smiled. I'm adorable? I don't get that a lot. I'm sure you do, though, because you're actually adorable.
Yeah, Nathaniel is not a character I would describe as adorable, but, you know, matters of taste.
Thank you, Nate. Doesn't happen as often as you think, though. And yes, you are very adorable. Your ice blue eyes when you get passionate about something. Your lighter colored hair that matches your skin.
That's a... Are you just reading off of his character sheet? That's kind of strange.
That's not what I wrote in his character sheet, so I don't know. Your personality, the way you act when you're excited or shocked, you are so adorable. She blushed and bit her lip at hearing his praise. He blushed and smiled, ducking his...
Oh my gosh, enough with the blushing and smiling. Nathaniel, please. The blush lady was right here.
Sorry, what else did you say?
The blush lady was already right there.
She's just so pretty. I like using the graphic. This was written before we had the graphics. Ducking his head at her compliments. You're sweet, he said frankly. Cat plowed ahead. I like you, and I now know that you are probably just as socially awkward as he is, so someone has to keep you both out of trouble. She teased that time.
Okay, actually, that is a, like, that is a decent, you know, like, that's a character moment that can be worked with. Like, that's good. Like, like, I think you should keep that in the edit.
Okay. Yes, the only things that I'm really striking are like, okay, so some of the inner dialogue that doesn't really match the characterization, although I'll keep the outer dialogue if there's an interaction that I want to play off of, or some of the repetitive cruft like blushing, smiling, etc., etc. It's bedtime. He's very grumpy.
Yeah.
To explain to everybody else his father is putting him to bed, and he is not happy about it. Sure, keep us out of trouble, but I haven't needed a nanny since I was 17, he joked back. Friendships
He needed a nanny at 17?
No, I'm sorry, he was raised by his nanny because his parents didn't pay attention to him.
Ah, okay.
I will add that in. Friendships are great, but there are lines you don't cross, even if you want to, and you keep referring to Trent as your friend, but react differently to things that have to do with him. Like fainting when he passes a clove tree, for example. Well, he didn't faint. Trent and I are friends. He didn't quite get what she was getting at, and I think that might have been my confusion as well. Yes, I think I might be in love with him, but he made it clear nothing like that'll happen between us. Believe me, I get it, Kat said.
Does she?
I was once in love with an incredibly beautiful woman.
Wait, why have I never heard of this lady? Who is she?
I don't know. But they just met. I'm going to let it pass.
Okay. No, I mean, I genuinely want to know. I'm not criticizing. I mean, I
don't know. This has never come up because I don't know. I think this was invented for this moment, and that's okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She trailed off and looked away a moment before composing. Just one sec. Before composing herself and turning back to smile at Nate. Some things just aren't meant to be. But at least you can still have friendship with Trent. Savor that, just don't strangle it. Okay, so that's good advice, except for the fatalism.
Okay, but Kat being the fatalist is a personality trait, therefore I like it.
I'm going to wait a few weeks to dispute that. Right now, I will let it go.
Okay.
It is not. The thing that bothers me is it is not just Kat's personality trait. But again, I'm not going to note that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nate looked at her sympathetically. I'm sorry it didn't work out. That must have been rough, and I don't plan to push Trent in any way. I don't want to lose him or Rebecca as friends. Oh, that's right. You probably know Rebecca since she's going to be your sister-in-law. Yeah. Good luck, by the way. Honesty is not her strong suit, historically speaking. Meaning canonically speaking.
Yeah.
Kat decided to let it go, except for the slight barb to Rebecca. You mean the canon... Let's see. You mean the reference to her canonical behavior. That's how she treated Mahane, so yep.
That is how Corey treated Mahane. Also, do we have a react for that thing where character jumps to other characters' defense, even though that doesn't make a lot of sense? Like
I can't even formulate what that would look like as an image, so probably not.
Yeah, same.
Okay. We might come up with one later. I figured she isn't the most static person, kind of flighty and prone to fits of self-doubt or undecidedness, but she is sure about my brother. Oh, when we make half of this a thriller, that'll come across a lot differently.
Yeah, I feel like Katz does not know Rebecca nearly well enough to be making such sure assertions about Rebecca's personality. This...
Let's see, hold on. I need I'm gonna turn on this Whirly Blade device.
Alright, I'm gonna go check if there's chocolate.
That's a good idea.
Oh my gosh, we have fudge!
Yay!
Cover Christmas fudge that I didn't know about.
Oh my god, that's amazing. There's a scene in Just Shoot Me where Elliot is selling paintings or something, and then Jack is trying to convince someone to buy them, and a passerby goes, "This guy's got a freaking shill!" But I would have to find that particular scene and clip it and subtitle it, and I'm way too lazy to do that. So, yeah. Are you here?
Yeah. I do think it is worth acknowledging that Bex does not like it when characters have opinions about her characters that she sees as wrong.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Well, I don't think anybody does.
Yes, but she responds to it by doing this. Yes.
People can change, Nate. Sometimes.
Okay, hold on. That's people can change, Nate. Yes, characters can have character development, but based on what I know of this fic, this really feels more like a transparent attempt to fiat away writing Rebecca OOC.
Sometimes things or people come along in your life and make you want to change.
Hi.
Of course, I gave up
grown so much.
Evil anyway, huh?
You have grown so much.
Thank you. We said things at the same time that contradict each other, but I'm going to put it... Let's see. Oh. Of course, the evil that I am now is a lot different than the evil I was when I was 15. Oh. But yeah, I mean, at least now I do things in a very deliberate way towards people who have in some fashion earned it, and like if I have someone backing me up saying, yeah, no, fuck that bitch, you know, as opposed to somebody trying to get somebody to do what I want when I actually like and respect them. That's, yeah, it's really hard to explain, but and also there's some things I don't tell you about because I know that you would not react well to them, but
yeah,
but you know, there are some things that being friends with you again has prevented me from doing, or has made me rethink it. Like, even if I think like, oh, I shouldn't tell Piffy about this, I do have to stop and think, well, is this something I should be doing? And sometimes, yeah, I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it anyway. But then sometimes I'll be like, nah, it's not worth it.
I'm glad that I could have such a positive effect on you.
I will delete my last comment there. I don't want people like actually asking what kind of evil things, because then I would have to admit to them. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. It's just she has a history of saying whatever she thinks will get her out of trouble, which is canon. No big deal, and she's cute and quirky and everyone loves her. Just a small characteristic I've noticed. I don't think I've ever caught her lying about anything big. I even acted as her defense. I mean, she has lied about things in canon, but I'm not sure, like, Nathaniel wouldn't know about some of them.
Right, because, you know, he doesn't live in her head.
Yeah. She paused in studio head shaft.
Studio head shaft?
Studio shaft head tilt. I'm sorry, that didn't sound right, and I'm trying to figure out why it didn't sound right. No, that's what I'm going to call it. She paused and studio head shafted again. I may have been incorrect about the wine not fucking me up. Or it could be because I drank it a little faster than usual. Have you gone to see her? She asked gently. I heard you apologize to Trent and that you did apologize to Rebecca over the phone, but she strikes me as a, how did you learn that in character? Objection. Fucking-jection, dude. Alright, where's my Wonka?
I think he's further up.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being coming up in Eden.
Mm.
There!
Oh. I mean, there are some times when either Lucius or Hermione will interpret something that, like, you could only know if you're the author.
There.
But, yeah. Perhaps you should. That way, at least you know where you stand with her and can drop all this stepping on eggshells thing. When has he been... It's been a little while, but I don't remember him stepping on eggshells. What I remember is they snarked at each other. Her boyfriend put him in the hospital. He kissed her boyfriend and she beat him up.
I don't remember, but my memory's really bad, so...
Yeah, mine is too. So, which is what I'm not gonna... Just in case I'm wrong, you know? We could even spend some time together, the four of us. That would be fun, right?
I mean, that seems like it would be incredibly tense, actually, but... I can see why he would want it to not be incredibly tense.
Nate chortled uncomfortably. She's engaged in living with someone I just figured out I have feelings for. I'm not sure I want to have that conversation in front of him. Besides, she's flighty and dislikes conflict. It'll probably blow over soon. When were we stepping on eggshells? Okay, I was right. I was right. I just want you to know I accept you as you are, Nate. I don't want you to try and fit a mold or be some part of my imagination. Wait, Rebecca said the same thing to Trent when they got together.
This did seem very, like, sudden and out of place. I don't really understand how she got from subject A to subject B. Like this, it feels completely out of left field.
It's also insincere. Not speaking for Kat as a character, but speaking from my experiences with various Bex girls. If you are not a certain way, they really don't like it.
Yeah.
Always be you, okay? Because I like you, like, a lot. She trailed off, blushing a bit.
Until she does. Yeah, I did pick up on the irony. Also, like, her biggest, like, one of her big power fantasies is getting a guy to completely change who he is for her characters. And she gets really mad if the guy's writer won't
Comply.
won't comply with it.
We're not putting a Corey intensifies because Corey has... I can't remember Corey ever saying that. I think Akuma might have said it to Alibrius once, but I don't... I think she was much more transparent about wanting people to change for her. Hoping that she hadn't overstepped... Well, it's not that she overstepped, which, yeah, I personally feel that she did. It's that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And it's going to be stricken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll keep it, because hearing he could be himself was both comforting and daunting. I don't know who myself is, he blurted. I'm a Trip from a Wasp family. Trip meaning he's Nathaniel III. My only self until very recently was what my father expected of me, which was what his father before him expected of him. Hearing his heritage, she tilted her head. And I'm a Matic from Iowa. Oh my god, that's a completely different thing! Okay, you know what? I said I wasn't going to do this image before on your comment. I'm going to do it on my comment, though. Oh god, I think I accidentally was too loud. I think Lucius got scared.
Oh no.
No. Like, this was the same reaction I had the first time I wrote it. I read it. It's a complete thing. Because he's saying, I don't know who I am because my family decided everything for me. I am Nathaniel the Third.
Yeah, like she completely missed the point there.
Doesn't make me who I am any more than Trip makes you who you are, Nate. Yeah, maybe I won't put that because it's my fault he was screaming.
Yeah, this is...
You don't understand how WASP families work. Let's see.
At best, she is missing the point. At worst, she is deliberately minimizing.
I'll just put that at current.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, or no, I'll just put either way. Yes, it does make him who he is. You're a fucking bastard from a farmer. Nobody gives a shit who you are.
Yeah. Yeah,
And Nathaniel does get mad too. So actually don't need to be dogpiling as much as I am, but I'm gonna because it's
okay. Yeah, Kat is missing the having to subordinate your personality to your image.
And Nate does break out of it at the end of the show. He decides to quit Plimpton and go work at the zoo. But before that, he's pretty much corporate America.
Yeah.
So, but that was like genuine character development, not just like... And the thing is that I am not a the third. I am not a the second, but I understand this shit. That's That's kind of how my grandma was. She sat me down and told me about her first husband's family history and explained to me that I was basically a representative for that family. So, okay. She said gently as she sidled Apollo closer till their knees were practically touching. Why? Why are you touching knees with him?
Because it's so emotionally intimate when you're dismissing his childhood traumas. God damn it, Desmona.
But don't worry, ... I can help you find it, ... Whatever you say, hi, Senso.
What?
Holy Grail War.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Hey, hold on. Let me think of a clever name for it. I fucking love Carnival Phantasm. Whoever you want to be, I will help in any way I can. You can't because you don't understand the problem to begin with. I think I have a react for this. Who do I have who's a very... Oh. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have this back down in the Edens. Also, Eli's voice is lowering, and I am so happy for him. But I told him something earlier today, and it made him laugh so hard his voice cracked. I'm looking for a specific ansem. I think it's this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, oh fuck, what was I? Also, this is a big 180 from the "oh, just be yourself" thing. Does she want him to change himself or not?
Let's see. That. Honestly, if somebody that I was if I had that goal and somebody I was talking to said, I don't know who I am, I would exploit that. And she's doing a very poor job. Like, she wants to manipulate people, but she does such a bad job of it. And I think that's what I have the most problem with.
Mm. Thanks, hon. I just think what she's doing is bad, and she should feel bad.
She dared to reach out to lightly caress his cheek before she pulled away, blushing madly.
She seems to think that she just said a bunch of romantic shit.
Where had that come from?
Oh, okay. Thanks, hon. Dinner's delicious.
There we go.
Oh, I thought that was Nathaniel's thoughts. Like, where did that come from? I thought, where had that come from were Nathaniel's thoughts?
No.
Okay.
He sighed, Trip means third, I'm Nathaniel Plimpton the third, you fucking idiot. That means I have the reputations of my father and grandfather who share my name to live up to, and then I'll be expected to sire a son and name him Nathaniel Plimpton IV. No offense, but you really wouldn't understand being from a different kind of family. The bastard daughter of a farmer. Legacy means a lot to us. I can't see the same in you or Trent. No, Trent's family just lets him run wild.
Yeah, and
she knew.
I just read the next paragraph, and I object.
She knew he didn't mean to sound arrogant and knew where he was coming from, but it did hurt a little. It shouldn't. There is no reason that should hurt. We take.
Oh, but he said that he doesn't understand. But he said that she doesn't perfectly understand him, and clearly she does. Because I don't know. This zucchini is so good.
We take breeding and family lineage just as important. So, first of all, not if you're talking like that. Secondly, there are prestigious families with with reputations akin to the Plimptons in all states. This isn't a California thing, and in fact, it was inspired by a show set in New York. But I can't see why it wouldn't also apply to Iowa. You're just not from one of those families, and you're showing your ass even more. You're confirming for everybody. You're confirming for Nathaniel, the editors, and the audience that you do not understand what he is talking about. And worse, you don't care as long as he doesn't have the audacity to fact check you.
Also,
Yeah.
X does not intentionally write character flaws. That's not a character trait!
Yeah. I understand that.
Okay.
And other unflaws like that. It's like, oh, Bella Swan totally has flaws. She's clumsy and socially awkward. She has character flaws, but those aren't them.
I know. Bella is extremely self-centered and entitled.
Sebastian has character flaws. Some of them are intentional, some of them aren't. But then when they're brought to my attention, I'm like, oh yeah, I can work with that. Lydia pointed out to me that Trent comes off like a douche because he'll talk shit about somebody when they're no longer in the room. And I was like, huh. I didn't realize I was doing that, but I can either lean into it or I can make him talk shit about someone while they are in the room. I'm sorry, I don't know how to make a nice character, okay? Trent is supposed to be a nice person. I don't know how to write nice people. I'm a dick. Her words were gentle, soft. Not really. They're condescending and annoying and ignorant.
Mm.
She didn't want to seem like she was berating him.
But she was.
But she was.
She very blatantly was. And does not feel bad about it. One sec.
Yep.
I don't really get why Bex is trying so hard to eliminate any differences between Kat and Nathaniel. Like, normally you want to do the opposite of that. I say, as a foil addict.
I say what?
Foil addict.
Yes, like I have characters who start out very similar. Like Cinnamon and Signet were initially very similar. Serena and Nathaniel were initially very similar, but now they're pretty distinctive. And Serlena and Averna have quite a lot in common, but they are also very much their own. And you write Averna, I write Serlena. So, like, just to clarify I know you know that. Clarify for everybody else. Sometimes I will write a character based on someone else's character, and they will still end up being a completely different person.
Yeah, you're very good at that.
Thank you. Sometimes it is in spite of my best efforts. Anyway, is that something you want or your parents?
Oh, wait, she does understand that's like, oh, for... You know how I was complaining that...
Hold on. He says legacy means a lot to us, and she's like, is that something you want or your parents? I feel like it's not her seeing it, it's her even more missing the point, because it's like, oh yeah, my entire expectations in my life have been what my parents expect of me. Well, do you want that or do your parents? What the fuck did I just say? I'm just gonna fucking... No, that makes no sense. She is pretending she gets the point while continuing to miss the point, and I hate it.
And she's acting like it's the most romantic thing in the world. Oh, sorry, that goes after she asked to give him a soft smile.
Look, there are characters this would work for, including one in a story that you and I are editing together, off stream. That would work for that person's daughter, okay? Not in a romantic sense, but in a, hey, you're like 17, you can decide what you want to do with your life. Well, actually, no, I can't. Well, what if we went on an adventure? That kind of thing would work. This doesn't work when it's a 21-year-old woman talking to a 30-year-old man who knows his family situation a lot better than she does.
Because, he lives in it.
Because he lives in it. He's lived in it for 30 years. Why should your parents get to decide what makes you happy? Yeah, you just proved that you don't understand. Yes. Exactly this. Let's see. Why should your parents get to decide what makes you happy? No, you know what? I didn't...
Yeah, that's... Oh, all the things we've just been over. I need to wash up. I'll be back.
Sure. Nathaniel does clap back, so look forward to that. So y'all get to watch me scrolling on my phone. It's the most fascinating thing. Aw. Yo, my friends are doing so much. They're posting so much relatable stuff. I love them so much. Okay, I'm gonna type up my story while I'm waiting for it to wash up. And no, I'm not gonna share my screen about it. Where is my diary? Oh. Okay. I don't understand how we got back to the guest room. Oh well, I'm not gonna question it. All right, you good?
Yes, I am back, and we need to go back to that part about the unflaws because I have thoughts about it.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Whoops. Fuck. Good job. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. She can't control her powers, or socially awkward, and other unflaws. Yeah, those she does not play those as character flaws. She plays those as get out of bad behavior free cards.
Yep.
Those are completely different things.
I agree with you. All right. Can we get down to Nathaniel's reaction?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Nathaniel's reaction is pretty much my reaction. I'm just straight up. Yeah, you just proved my point that you don't understand my family's expectations, Nate said shortly. You and Trent are free to do whatever you want with your lives. He's free to chase a girl for 12 years without any repercussions from his family. But if my father found out I made a single decision that derailed me from the path he set for me, especially for a girl, I would never hear the end of it. You can't say you understand legacy and then throw out some wishy-washy fluff like that. He turned and rode angrily back to the...
Some people's family lives are hard. Orion, what's that sound? Are those sirens? That's not the wee woo wagon siren.
It's demon literacy hour. No, you know what? This derails too much. It's funny-ish, but yeah. There we go. Okay. He turned and no, I'll delete that entirely. If someone wants to say something in the comments, they can do whatever, but yeah, I don't want to derail it. He turned and rode angrily back to the paddock. They'd been getting along so well. He liked that she was so simple and free. Like Trophy! Whee! It's Monday. He does that.
Mm.
But that simplicity blinded her to the reality of other people's lives, he was quickly realizing. And then he realized something else. He could never have been with Trent, even if Rebecca wasn't involved. His mother might be okay with it, or at the very least not confronted him about it, but that it was not part of the Plimpton way. Prep school antics were one thing as long as they faded away in adulthood, but even if Trent was a free agent, Nathaniel would still have had to friend zone him in the end. The realization was bittersweet.
Mm.
Nathaniel dismounted, put the horse back, and set everything to rights, and then just sat under the clove tree with his knees drawn up and his face buried in his arms, willing himself not to cry. That's not entirely sure, but I feel like it fit the moment. I don't know.
Like I feel like if he is going to have that moment of vulnerability, he's going to do it after he's gotten away from Kat.
Kat had
no idea how these took such a hard turn so fast.
I was just gonna say. Gee!
Did she really think he's going to be like, oh, you're right, you understand all my problems? I mean, yes, she did think that, but understand all my problems, and I don't need to think about them anymore. But she shouldn't have.
Do you remember that song that Serlena and Epiphany wrote for DOF?
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. You're bullshit. That's bullshit. You're bullshit. Imagine that being performed on the butt trumpets right now by everybody in the commentary room.
All right.
Hearing what Nate had to say really upset her.
Oh, she's the person who's upset.
Because she honestly didn't think it was fair for parents to instill their beliefs on their children in this day and age, even if they were rich or poor.
But so basically, like, okay, first she's like, oh, this family dynamic doesn't exist. And now she's like, well, this family dynamic is wrong.
Let's get a Corey intensifies in here. Actually, I'm not sure if Corey's ever pulled that specific bullshit.
No, I don't think she has. And like, okay, Like,
we do need to get back to DOF so I can remember this stuff.
We do, but I dislike that she's just continuously churning out platitudes about this. As opposed to, like, trying to meet Nathaniel on his level where he is emotionally. She's just dictating how he should be feeling.
That's Corey.
Oh, hi, Corey.
Yeah. I don't think Corey did the family... Well, she did some weird family dynamic bullshit, but it wasn't this weird family dynamic bullshit. But the dictating how other people feel is definitely a Corey thing.
Yes.
It was only a matter of time. I know we've already done this macro this episode, but it was only a matter of time. She understood a bit about what he ranted about, but he was true in a way.
So she can't admit she was wrong.
He has no reason to not be true.
But like, in a way, because it's not like she's wrong. He's only sort of right from a certain point of view.
Yeah, the point of view of someone who grew up in the Plimpton family and is talking about the expectations of the Plimpton family. And
yes, but points of view outside of Bex's don't exist.
Okay, that's another one.
I feel bad ragging on somebody's theory of mind issues, but she manages to be so fucking condescending about it.
I don't feel bad ragging on someone's theory of mind issues because they shouldn't be in this kind. If somebody's theory of mind is that bad, they shouldn't be a writer. Because in order to be a writer, you have to get inside a character's head, put yourself in their situation, and think the way that they would think. That is a requirement for writing different characters.
Mm.
If you want to just roleplay as yourself and put yourself, in situations, have one character, have that character be your self-insert, and reply the way you would reply to everything. That's what I did when I was 15. Okay. Don't fucking... And also, don't assume that you know what another character is feeling. This is also... One of the reasons this is bothering me is not just because she has bad theory of mind. It's because she's mad that she can't metagame or god mod, or she's mad she can't god mod his point of view into being what she wants it to be. If it was a genuine, you and me are talking and Averna says or does something that I just completely don't get, and I react like I completely don't get it. Averna, you or Averna explains it. I still don't get it. And I'm just like, huh? That's one thing.
Yeah.
But if I'm acting like Averna should be acting this way or Averna should think this way because it's how I think, then we have a problem.
Yeah.
Let me. I'll do like a simplified version of this.
And honestly, you shouldn't be role-playing because you are not a team player. This is a team sport. Role-playing is a team sport.
Let's see. Hold on one second. It's the I think it's like the dishonesty of it that's bothering me.
Yeah.
Cat could just straight up say, you know what? I don't get it because this is so far outside my experience, and that would be fine.
Right, but she can't admit fault.
Right.
Like, this would not be... None of this would be problems if Bex was just honest about things.
I'll say none of this would be an issue if Cat could admit that she doesn't understand, or at least admit some kind of fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what you intended to say.
Yes, it's the fact that like there's only one point of view, and that point of view has to be right all the time.
Yeah. Which is how I used to play Cinnamon. And people didn't react well to her. People treated her like the asshole she was, and that's fine. I didn't try to overwrite other people's thoughts and opinions, but I think she was like, somebody turned her down for something, and this has happened with Serena as well. Somebody like rejected her opinion. She threw a tantrum, and then she was treated as a brat because she was acting like one. Anyway. Okay, that is spam. I'm going to ignore that. The comment that just popped up on Twitch. Okay. She and Trent never had that kind of expectation placed upon them, never had to be perfect. Well, not like Nate was talking about, for there were other kinds of perfect that some parents shoved. There were other types of perfect that some parents shoved their children into. I can believe that Anne-Marie was like that, yes. You know what? Hold on.
Yeah, she's still talking in, like, hypotheticals.
So
and
she
generalizations.
Huh?
In hypotheticals and generalizations.
She wasn't entirely blind to what he meant. They were just speaking about two different tiers.
No, she was wrong. Okay? Say it with me. She was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, like you and I, neither of us are originally from the US. I believe you said that you're from Canada. I don't remember if you said you were born in Canada.
No, I was born here, but we moved to Canada when I was super young.
Okay. So for all intents and purposes, when you introduced yourself to me, you said you were Canadian. I was originally from Switzerland. However, I came here from Switzerland when I was like a year old, and I've been an American citizen since I was a year old. And you, I believe, are a dual citizen. So like we've both spent time outside the United States, but for me to say, oh yeah, my experience was just like yours, because I'm from a snowy country, would be so disingenuous.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm sorry, that's a very ridiculous example, but it's the closest thing I could think of to what's going on here. Ow! Oh!
Are you okay? Oh. What happened?
My thumb went into my eye.
Oh.
Ooh, ouchies. Okay. I seem to be okay. Okay. All right, I put my thumb on the bridge of my nose, and there was sweat.
Oof.
So, no, I know we did have some differing experiences. Like, my father said, you don't need another language if you're living in the United States because we speak English. And then you told me, actually, there is no official language of the United States. And I had to actually look that up, but you're correct. Because that's completely different from what I've been told my entire life. Let me just grab an ice pack. Oh Jesus, that was my bad eye too. That's the eye I already have trouble with.
Oof.
Okay. Watching him right away, she felt badly.
Oh, because he's leaving, not because she hurt his feelings. Let's just be clear here. I am. Wow. Yeah, I have run fresh out of nice.
Yes, but I mean, you're not resorting to ad hominem like I have. So, okay, saying you're not as mean as me is a really low bar, but you're just being direct. You're cutting the cruft, basically.
I'm not hedging and cushioning and
yeah.
I am very, very frustrated right now.
Do you want to cut the stream and work on the other thing we edit?
I think that might be a good idea.
The next 20 minutes? Okay. All right. Goodbye, Internet. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully next week we will be a little less frustrated with this.
Yes.
I say
By next week, I should have my chill back.
I never have chill.